You don't know when I yes. What was I talking about before? Oh, dating. So I made up this thing called pussy punch cards. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like a discount. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is, you know, it's called consistency pays off. That's the only time you're gonna get a punch. You know what I'm saying? The 10th meal is free. Just depends on the meal you want to get. You know what I'm saying? Just I made one for guys too. It's called a dick dash pass. Because a lot of guys will get mad, like you only have one for women. I'm like, fuck y'all. Women's Month was done in March. It says consistency pays off. They really get them punched. You know what I'm saying? They really get them punched. I'm like, no. But a lot of times I tell women, you know, I try to empower women. One of my empowering stickers is, no stack, I will not crash my back. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't laying the money down, I'm not about to business bag. You know what I'm saying? My insurance is not set up for that. Fuck that. I gotta arch my back, you gotta put a stack down. You know what I'm saying? Get some money. If I want a new coat, I'll give you this throat. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. Just shit. You put your hand down and say, I learned this from women in church, so you know what I'm saying? All women in church will tell you a lot of shit. Like, one of the ladies I go to church with, she said some of them are for wedding and some are for bedding. I was like, yes. And she said, you gotta pick which one. I'm still trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Also make it to the bed. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just, that's the thing. Y'all mind if I tell y'all a story? One of my dating stories?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You said yes, please. I'm like, yes. She said yes, please. I'm like, kind of turning y'all. Hold on. I don't know if it's the heat or the lack of sex. I don't know which one it is. That shit did something to me, you know. So, like I said, I'm not dating. And this guy rolled up on me. When I say rolled up on me, like literally, he was in a wheelchair and shit. He rolled up on me and he was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, what the fuck? Me, nigga? You know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, how you doing? You look good. I was like, appreciate it. He was like, you want to go for a ride? Yeah. I just stood there for a minute because I was confused, like, that's kind of forward. And he was like, in my car, I was like, oh shit, I'm in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? That's what my mind went, like, shit, okay. Like, well, I guess come with it, shoot your shot, okay. And he was like, no, you know what? I ride, you know, but you know, when you see somebody in a wheelchair, you got thoughts, like, do the shit work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to ask right up, but I was just, you know, I was like, I'm gonna give you a ride. And I was like, how far are we gonna go on this ride? Do I gotta help with the ride? Do I gotta get the ride ready? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I didn't want to ask that. I was thinking it. And he told me, no, it worked. I said, cool, appreciate it. I like a man straight up. So we were supposed to go out, and we couldn't decide because I'm busy. So he was like, okay, I'm going Thursday, Friday. He was like, Thursday, okay. So it was like 2 days before we went out. He calls me. He does gardening. Like he does gardening. He trains dogs and stuff. Like he does a lot of shit. Like he does more shit than I would do. You know, with eggs. I didn't say that to him. I thought it. You know, I thought it out loud. And like he has a whole garden. He does a lot of shit. I'm like, he's out there with chickens. I'm like, damn, go for it. Maybe I can be you at some point. So you know, we go back and forth. And he's supposed to take me out. So Tuesday he calls me. He's like, I got a problem. And I was like, what's the problem? And he's like, I got a flat. And I was like, you can't call AAA. And he was like, on my wheelchair. Again, you can't call AAA. Like, I don't know how that shit works, you know. I was like, you gotta fix the flat? I don't fucking know. And he was like, no, son, you know, I gotta send it in or whatever. And I was like, I don't have nothing to just pull up, pump it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking you could take it to quick trips. You know, I get out there with you to get the shit going because I want to go on a date with you because I want to see how you roll. You know what I'm saying? Let's fuck it out. But you know, I thought it was like, okay. And then I started thinking, I was like, well, which wheel is it? He's the little one. I was like, I got a track over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, let's do this. I'm like, okay, so we did go out on a date, right? He's a nice guy. He drives a Mustang. I was like, oh shit. But he was driving with the little pedals and shit. And I was getting scared. But she started trying to talk to me. I said, focus, fuck that. I want to This is not the shit to pay fucking attention because I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know. So, we on the date, right? And, he was like, we talking, he was like, I got some equipment to help me out. I'm thinking, you do gotta fix it, right? Shit, I gotta pump something up tonight. And I told myself, well, look, I got asthma, so I don't know if I'm lying from something to line. And he was like, no, I got a chair. Y'all, you can get sex equipment on insurance. Like, he got a chair that swings back and forth. I was like, he's gonna fuck you to death. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna swing the legs up and fuck you to death. I was like, after that, I was like, sir, I'll pay for the check. Goodbye, man. Fuck this. He's like, there's all kinds of devices. If you ever get a chance, Google disabled sex equipment. It will send you down some shit. Like, I didn't know. I was like, oh, you got some real shit. Like, the swinging chair. They got a little bar they can pull up on. You sitting there like, sir, this is real shit. Like, I was like, this is 50 Shades of Grey. You know what I'm saying? I was scared. I was like, oh, I've been having vanilla sex. Fuck that. Like, all right, I guess it's time for me to take a shot. It's no brown shots out here. It's no brown shots though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want me to risk it?
Risk it.
Wait a minute. Does my designated driver? Are you okay with me risking it? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, shot.